ranking best NBA player from every shoe brand. While basketball games are all about which team gets the most points, off-court, it's a different story. Because sometimes the fight all boils down to who has the best sneaks. From Kyrie's SpongeBob SquarePants-inspired shoe collection to the billion-dollar brand that is Air Jordans, these sportswear endorsements are one of the biggest and most lucrative deals any NBA player can get. Just take it from Michael Jordan. While it has been 2 decades since he'd hung up his basketball shoes, MJ still rakes in millions of dollars in cash from his massively successful basketball career, all thanks to his $3 billion label. Following the success of Air Jordans, NBA players are also making their own way into the footwear industry. But before any of that, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button so we can keep you updated on the latest financial tips and trends. Now, can you guess which Chinese-owned brand made it to the top of this list? So, are you ready? Because today we will rank the best NBA player from every shoe brand. Let's face it, not all basketball shoes are created equal. A lot of these differences have to do with the design, price, product quality, and yes, you name it, the brand. In fact, nearly 3/4 of all NBA players are either using Nike or Air Jordans. But with the growing potential market, other sportswear brands have also launched their own shoe collections. So, who made the most bucks? As of August 2019, here are the top lucrative shoe collections. Nike. With a whopping 62.9% of the market share, there is no question that Nike reigns supreme. Perhaps one of its most lucrative deals comes from its subsidiary brand. We think you might know it, the Air Jordans. As of August 2019, MJ's namesake brand earned more than $130 million. But this partnership had its humble beginnings. In fact, when Jordan first signed his 5-year deal with Nike in 1984, it was worth an annual $500,000. Now, the Air Jordans have come bigger, better, and way more expensive. Today, it takes a 9.4% of all market sales for basketball shoes. In fact, it had become so massively successful that in May 2019, it hit a whopping value of $3.14 billion. So, what's the secret behind MJ's successful label? Cohen & Co. analyst John Kernan explains that Jordan is being extended as more of a lifestyle brand, and the future sounds really promising. There is enormous potential. It can be much bigger than a $3 billion brand. The brand was so successful that it had ventured into different collaborations. In 2018, the Air Jordans even released their first design, which forgoes the traditional laces with a cable-activated tightening system. Now that's super cool. Zion Williamson, $13 million. The Air Jordans signed another lucrative deal with one of the most popular NBA players on Instagram. After nabbing the NBA player against tight bidding with Adidas and Puma, Williamson, who had a 1.4 million strong social media following, signed into a $1 million deal with Air Jordans. And, well, it really paid off. As of 2019, Williamson's collection earned a whopping $13 million. Russell Westbrook, $12 million. Another Jordan collaboration was with 8-time All-Star player Russell Westbrook. After signing into the brand in 2017, he released his first signature shoe called the Why Not Zero, which made a cool $12 million. Now, aside from the Air Jordans, Nike also had really amazing deals carrying its own namesake, starting off with no one else but King James himself, LeBron James, $32 million. In terms of sales, LeBron's shoe deals made the most bucks with a whopping $32 million. According to LeBron's business partner, Maverick Carter, the basketball superstar signed a lifetime deal with the sportswear giant back in 2015. Maverick even revealed that the partnership would make LeBron more than $1 billion. But his sweet deal doesn't come as much of a surprise, since over the past years, his first Nike deal was already worth $90 million. Kevin Durant, $26 million. Following LeBron's earnings, Kevin Durant also made a massive $26 million from his shoe collections. According to the basketball star's business partner, Rich Kielman, most of Durant's sales are actually made in China. With a casual vibe, Durant's shoes started at under $100. But due to its success and growing fan base, the price had jumped to nearly $160. However, it's still a pretty reasonable price given that other basketball shoes can set you back at least $200. Kobe Bryant, $16 million. While the world grieves for Kobe's death, his shoe collections continue to live on. In fact, what better way to honor the Black Mamba than to release the newest addition to its collection? Cue the Mamba Fury. The newest budget-friendly sneaker features a Los Angeles-themed design. The color palette, officially dubbed as the white, field purple, Armour light smoke gray, is the latest addition to Kobe's collection, and successfully combines some of the elements from the Kobe 6, the Kobe 8, and the Kobe AD. Just like Durant, Kobe sneaks remain a hot commodity in China. Plus, you can get them for as low as $100. Just a quick side note, this video is not sponsored, so you have our word. Kyrie Irving, $11 million. Whether you're a fan of those colorful, outrageous sneaks, we can all agree that one of the most notable basketball shoe designs comes from the SpongeBob SquarePants X Kyrie collection. But aside from this, Kyrie was also making a name for himself in the shoe department. Boasting $11 million, Kyrie's collection has become an NBA bestseller since it was launched 5 years ago. And it's no wonder because Kyrie admits that he's been really hands-on when it comes to the shoe designs. Well, Kyrie is winning both in sports and in style. Giannis Antetokounmpo, $10 million. Moving on to the 2019 NBA MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, he loved his nickname so much that he had given the same nod to his first signature shoe collection. His Nike Greek Freak 1 was released on June 1st, 2019. But do you know that Giannis was also a true blue sneakerhead? During an interview with ESPN, Giannis admits, "I got a shoe closet. It's a big room. There are probably around 300, 400 pairs. But I got a large storage unit that I have in my house. I also have a lot of shoes in Greece also." In fact, he admits that he owns a whopping 4,000 pair shoe collection. Adidas. With a 15.8% market share, Adidas comes in second. While it might be a bit far off from the $100 million that Nike had raked in, the sportswear brands still have several lucrative deals, and it's starting to gain its own spot in the footwear industry. James Harden, $14 million. The brand's bestseller collection comes from a lucrative deal with the Houston point guard, James Harden. In 2015, Harden signed a 13-year deal, which is worth up to $200 million. This includes royalties and bonuses. But he's not the only guy who's making the bucks. Derrick Rose, $11 million. After suffering massive injuries, the 2011 NBA MVP, Derrick Rose, was able to bounce back from his career. However, his sneaker deal didn't really hit it off after Rose signed an extension deal in 2012. While his shoe endorsement remained a little tepid, he still makes a cool $1 million annually for his sneaker sales. Damian Lillard, $10 million. While Air Jordans and Nike had dominated the basketball court, Adidas is also here to play. In fact, the Adidas Dame by Damian Lillard was also a popular choice among basketball players. And it seemed that Adidas will continue to have their strong partnership with the point guard since he signed a 10-year deal with the brand back in 2014. In a world of Nike and Adidas, other shoe brands are also starting to make a name and even bigger sales. Under Armour. With a 4.6% market sales, Under Armour made huge bucks from their most notable NBA collaboration with no other than the NBA's golden boy, Stephen Curry, $20 million. While Curry might look sweet and, baby-faced, you don't really want to underestimate the basketball star when it comes to great gameplay. And with his great game comes some great shoes. Known for his great style, Curry made a whopping $20 million with Under Armour. The two-time MVP had actually pushed to release his shoe collection in girls' sizes after a 9-year-old Riley Morrison asked the Golden Boy if she could have a Curry 6 that's in her size. A big heart and great style? We can definitely say Curry deserves a top spot. We all know that most NBA shoes are a big hit in China, so it's no surprise that other Chinese brands are also launching their own sneaker collections. In fact, not one, but 2 Chinese labels have made it to the top of our list. Anta. Klay Thompson, $9 million. While most NBA players are opting for Nike with their own huge market shares, Klay Thompson had actually left Nike to sign with the Chinese brand Anta in 2017, and we can't blame him. In fact, his annual summer visits in China became such a social media hit that he even has his own hashtag #ChinaKlay. Li Ning, Dwayne Wade, $12 million. Aside from naming his yacht Way of the Wade, Dwayne also named the same thing of his sneaker collection. In 2012, Dwayne signed up a lifetime deal with Li Ning to carry his Way of Wade signature brand. In fact, Li Ning celebrated Wade's collection with a stunning $4 million pair. Yes, you heard that right. It's a $4 million pair, complete with hundreds of white diamonds, blue sapphires, and set in 18-karat gold. We can all agree, it is so lit. These shoes were eventually auctioned and Dwayne gave the proceeds to charity. Now, which NBA shoe collection is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed watching this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up.